Did human knowledge advance to the stage of total confusion? The rapid advancement of human knowledge, particularly in the past century, has been nothing short of staggering. Scientific breakthroughs, technological innovations, and the vast expanse of information available at our fingertips have reshaped society. However, amidst this ocean of knowledge, many feel overwhelmed, lost, or even confused by the sheer volume of information. But has this progression led us to a stage of total confusion, where clarity is increasingly elusive? Let's explore this complex question by looking at how our knowledge systems have evolved, the challenges we face today, and whether confusion is a necessary part of progress. The evolution of human knowledge. From the days of ancient philosophy to the digital age, the pursuit of knowledge has been one of humanity's defining traits. Early humans sought to understand the natural world through observation and storytelling. Gradually, this pursuit became formalized in the disciplines of science, mathematics, and the arts. Each stage of human civilization introduced new ways of thinking, from the structured logic of the Greeks to the scientific method introduced during the Enlightenment. However, with each leap forward came new complexities. As knowledge expanded, so too did the branches of learning. A single person could once master vast fields of knowledge, but today, we have specialists for even the tiniest niches within a single discipline. This specialization, while critical for deepening our understanding, also creates silos where the breadth of knowledge becomes inaccessible to many. Information overload, a modern dilemma. One of the main contributors to the sense of confusion is information overload. In our hyperconnected world, knowledge is no longer confined to academic institutions or libraries. Instead, it is democratized through the Internet. While this is an empowering development, it also means we are bombarded with information, some accurate, some misleading. The Internet, with its vast troves of data, makes it harder to distinguish between credible sources and misinformation. Social media algorithms tend to amplify sensational content, further distorting our understanding of facts. In this environment, it's not uncommon for people to feel overwhelmed and disoriented. The role of complexity. Another factor contributing to this confusion is the inherent complexity of the problems we face. Take climate change, for example. It involves numerous fields: climatology, economics, sociology, and geopolitics, each of which brings its jargon, models, and predictions. To fully grasp the issue, one would need to be proficient in multiple disciplines, which is a nearly impossible task for the average individual. This growing complexity can give rise to two potential outcomes. Either people simplify the issue to the point of misunderstanding, or they disengage altogether. In both cases, the result is a sense of confusion and helplessness, where the nuances of knowledge seem impenetrable. Is specialization the culprit? While specialization has propelled scientific and technological advances, it also creates barriers to holistic understanding. Many experts in a given field may lack the knowledge to explain their work to laypeople. This disconnect between expert knowledge and general comprehension creates an impression that knowledge is fragmented, contributing to feelings of confusion. At the same time, interdisciplinary collaboration, where experts from various fields come together to solve complex problems, can offer a way to bridge these gaps. However, the challenge remains in making these insights accessible to the general public. Confusion as a stage of progress. Interestingly, confusion isn't necessarily a sign of regression or failure. Historically, many of the greatest periods of intellectual progress were accompanied by uncertainty. Consider the scientific revolution, where long-standing beliefs about the universe were overturned, causing significant confusion among scholars and the public alike. Yet, out of that confusion came a new understanding of our place in the cosmos. In a similar vein, the modern sense of confusion may simply be the growing pains of an ever-expanding knowledge base. As old certainties fade and new theories emerge, confusion might be an inevitable part of transitioning to a more advanced stage of understanding. The rise of interdisciplinary fields such as systems biology, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing, which require synthesizing multiple domains of knowledge, could be laying the groundwork for breakthroughs that simplify our understanding of complex systems. The paradox of choice: more knowledge, less certainty. Another layer of confusion comes from the paradox of choice. With so much information at our disposal, we face the challenge of determining what is most relevant, useful, or truthful. The human brain is not wired to process vast amounts of data simultaneously. Instead, we are prone to decision fatigue and cognitive biases, which can cloud judgment and lead to poor decisions. In this age of endless choices, people may gravitate toward simplified narratives, even if they are misleading because they provide a sense of clarity. This is why conspiracy theories and misinformation can thrive, offering the illusion of certainty in a world that feels increasingly complex. Navigating the age of confusion. So, how can we navigate this stage of confusion without succumbing to paralysis? There are several strategies that individuals and society can adopt to foster clarity amidst the noise. 1. Critical thinking. One of the most important tools in combating confusion is the ability to critically evaluate information. Questioning sources, seeking out expert opinions, and cross-referencing data are crucial in filtering out misinformation. 2. Lifelong learning. In a world where knowledge is constantly evolving, the only way to keep up is through continual learning. Embracing curiosity and being open to new ideas can prevent the feeling of being left behind. 3. Interdisciplinary approaches. Breaking down the silos between academic disciplines can help create a more holistic understanding of complex problems. Encouraging collaboration between different fields can result in more comprehensive solutions. 4. Digital literacy. As more knowledge becomes digitized, understanding how to navigate and interpret online information is essential. Teaching digital literacy skills from an early age can equip future generations with the tools they need to make informed decisions. 5. Mindfulness and simplicity. In a world filled with data, stepping back and focusing on what truly matters can offer clarity. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or journaling, can help individuals filter out distractions and hone in on key insights. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to support this channel. Please share across social media platforms to reach a wider audience. A temporary stage or new normal? While the current state of confusion may feel overwhelming, it could also be a sign that humanity is on the cusp of another great leap forward. As knowledge continues to expand, we may eventually develop new systems, technologies, or frameworks that help make sense of it all. In the meantime, embracing the complexity, developing critical thinking skills, and fostering interdisciplinary collaboration can help us navigate this era of confusion. Rather than viewing confusion as a sign of failure, it can be seen as a necessary part of the intellectual process. A reminder that with each discovery, we are forced to rethink old assumptions and chart new paths forward. In that sense, confusion may not be the endpoint but the very fuel for the next wave of human progress. Here are some responses to these thought-provoking questions. How can we navigate the complexities and information overload in the modern age to attain a clearer understanding of the world around us? In the modern age of information overload, the key to navigating complexity is prioritization and discernment. First, filtering information becomes critical. Identifying reliable sources is paramount. Tools like fact-checking websites, credible academic institutions, and peer-reviewed journals provide trusted information. Critical thinking is another essential strategy. Instead of passively absorbing information, we should analyze its context, purpose, and credibility. Asking who benefits from a piece of information, what the underlying assumptions are, and how it connects to broader knowledge can help us sift through noise. Another effective approach is to focus on lifelong learning. Understanding that we will never know it all allows us to embrace a growth mindset, prioritizing continuous education over fixed mastery. This fosters resilience to the overwhelming nature of constant new information and encourages curiosity rather than anxiety. Finally, mindfulness and simplicity can offer a mental reset. Deliberate efforts to avoid distractions and engage with the most relevant, impactful ideas help create clarity. Slowing down, reflecting, and focusing on the essentials can reduce cognitive overwhelm. What strategies can be employed to bridge the gap between specialized knowledge and general comprehension? To bridge the gap between specialized knowledge and general comprehension, interdisciplinary communication is essential. Experts from different fields must collaborate and explain their findings in ways that are accessible to a broader audience. For example, scientists could work alongside educators, journalists, and communicators to translate complex ideas into everyday language. Simplifying jargon, using metaphors, or offering practical examples can demystify specialized topics for non-experts. Another strategy is to integrate interdisciplinary education early on. Students should be exposed to multiple fields, even within a single subject area. This fosters an ability to connect dots across disciplines and gives future experts a more holistic understanding of their work's societal context. Public outreach and science communication are also vital. Scientists, engineers, and academics should prioritize communicating their work to the public. TED Talks, podcasts, YouTube channels, and social media provide excellent platforms for experts to share their knowledge in more digestible formats, thus democratizing information and reducing the perception that certain knowledge is reserved for a select few. Is confusion an inevitable part of progress, and if so, how can we embrace and overcome it in the pursuit of knowledge? Confusion is indeed a natural and inevitable part of progress. Historically, major scientific and philosophical breakthroughs often followed periods of uncertainty, where traditional frameworks failed to explain new data or observations. This confusion can be viewed as a signpost, indicating that old paradigms are being challenged and that a new understanding is emerging. To embrace confusion, we must shift our mindset from seeing uncertainty as a failure to viewing it as an opportunity. Recognizing that not knowing everything is a step toward discovery can reduce anxiety and encourage curiosity. Embracing ambiguity allows us to remain open to new ideas and perspectives, facilitating breakthroughs rather than stagnation. Iteration and adaptability are key tools in overcoming confusion. Just as in the scientific method, where hypotheses are tested, revised, and sometimes discarded, we too can refine our understanding by embracing trial and error. Mistakes and confusion lead to deeper insights. Finally, adopting a growth mindset helps us overcome confusion. The belief that intelligence and knowledge can expand with effort transforms confusion into a motivator rather than an obstacle. By embracing continuous learning and collaborative thinking, we can transform moments of uncertainty into powerful drivers of innovation and progress. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to our channel for more self-improvement videos. Comment below to tell us how useful you found this video. Remember to share on various social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Click the notification bell to get notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.